When you send a request to someone to ask them to fill out a survey with Forms Pro, whether you send it from within Forms Pro itself or you're using Microsoft Flow to send out an invite, there's a record that's created in CDS called a survey invite. So we can see here a list of all our survey invites. Notice one thing on the subject, some of them are blank and some of them actually have a subject on there. Now the difference between the two is the ones that have a subject have been sent using the email functionality within Forms Pro, and then that uses the subject from your email template. So that's fine, it looks really good, but next to the ones which are blank, it's not so good. We want to have a bit of consistency here. So how can we go ahead and make sure that that survey subject, the invite subject is actually filled out? So let's go ahead and look at Microsoft Flow. So here we've got a flow set up. So this one has been done before in other videos many times, where we're basically saying when a case is updated, we are checking to see the status reason value to see if it's 5, which is equal to resolved. Then what we're doing is we're going ahead and we're getting the contact by using the customer ID from the case. Then we are using the Forms Pro step to create an invitation, and we are passing through all of the parameters. So we're getting the email from the contact, we're getting the first name, last name from the contact, we're setting it regarding the case, the recipient details or the contact. Then we've got a few parameters: case number, case title, case origin, and case created date. Then what we're doing is we're sending out an email, and within that email we're including the link to that invitation. So they can click on it and they can take the survey, and the survey will be populated with these parameter fields right here. Now here we've got our subject. So the subject we're setting here is we're saying case closed, and then we're putting the case number, then saying how did we do. So it would make sense to have the subject that we'd sent on the email be the same subject on the survey invite that is created in CDS. So let's go ahead and we'll add another step to this flow, and this step is a get record step. The environment we use is current, and then the entity name is the Forms Pro survey invites. And then what we're going to do for the item identifiers, we're going to use that invitation ID that was created from this step right here. So once we've got that, then we can go and update that. Very straightforward. We're then just basically going to use the exact same subject as we put in the email that we're sending out here. Alright, so let's go ahead and we will close a case. Let's go ahead and resolve this. And then we should trigger off an email that will go over to Jane Doe that will ask her to go ahead and complete that. Now if we go to our invites, let's just give it a moment. I guess we should check to see that the flow ran. Oh, yep, I can see the emails come through, so there we go. So there's our email, and there we've got that subject of case closed, and then the case number, and then how did we do. So now we should have that. Perfect. Alright, so there we go. Now we have our Forms Pro survey invite, and we have the exact same subject. So this to me is just something that gives a little bit more consistency. It is something that if we are looking for through a list of survey invites, it's just helpful to be able to see that. If we're looking at the timeline, we can see again there we've got Forms Pro survey invite, and then we've got the subject. So it just means that it's a little bit more easy to identify what was actually sent out to that person, what that survey was related to, rather than trying to drill through other related records and try and find it that way. So hopefully you found this useful. Go ahead, leave any comments below if you've got any other ideas or any questions. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I'm Megan Walker. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and that you learned something from it. If you don't want to miss out on any other content, you can go ahead and click on my face below to subscribe. And if you want to watch the next video, you can do that by clicking over here and go ahead and get started. Thanks again.